Hello everyone, welcome to Creativity with Jennifer. I am here tonight to have a little crafting time with you. I am going to give everybody just a moment to get on. This is not my usual go live date. I normally go live on Sundays. However, yesterday was my grandson's 10th birthday. I posted that we were celebrating his birthday, so I would be live today. And I had to move my time for today because I went to get my groceries from the pickup line today, and they were really behind, and I didn't get home in time to get with you by 8 o'clock. But I am here now, so I am excited to be here. I got lots of things to share with you tonight. I'm just going to clean my desk off real quick while everybody is joining in. And I've got this new mat, but it seems that it wants to do a big glare in the video. So I am going to remove that off of my table so we don't have a glare tonight. Welcome, welcome. I am so excited that you're here. I hope you've had a wonderful Monday. So let's get started in. Wanted to say, it is, if you're not on my email list, please join my email list because I have some announcements that I will be emailing out later, either tonight or first thing in the morning. It's probably going to be in the morning since it's already so late. But Stampin' Up is doing some changes, and I want to share that with you and go into detail with what's going on and how things are working. So it's very important that you join my email list so you can stay in tune with the way processing is, because I have got exciting news to share with you in regards to the way it works. Is they're changing the process of ordering the product now, and it benefits you guys. Hello, Brenda. It benefits you guys because right now, as it stands, in order for you to get rewards for your product, you have to place a $150 order. Well, starting tomorrow, you will be receiving rewards after every $20 order that you place. And I'm going to send out an email that explains how you do this and how it works and all that good stuff. So if you're not on the email list, please join my email list so you don't get lost in the works of the change. But we are changing our process starting tomorrow. Stampin' Up will be switching it over. There will be no more host codes when you place orders with me or any other demonstrator that you order from. There will be no longer host codes, so you don't have to worry about that. And so that is going away, because now you, as the customer, will receive that benefit that we as demonstrators got when we did the host codes. So make sure you're in the email list so you can get that. And I have the link in this video. Also, some exciting things on my YouTube channel. I will be going live tomorrow doing a BOGO sale in my YouTube channel, as I did with the BOGO in March on Facebook. But I will be going live in YouTube tomorrow, and so be on the lookout for that on my YouTube channel. All right, so tomorrow is the last day to sign up for Creativity Club. Hope you're joining me with that, because I am so excited about the process and the kits of that. I will turn the camera down and share with you what is coming in the Creativity Club, and I hope you join. But tomorrow is the deadline to get April's kit. So make sure you get over there and get into that. And I also have that link in the video, so you will have that as well. All right, so we're going to go ahead and flip the camera. Welcome, everyone. I'm getting started. I'm going to flip the camera over, and we are going to get started with the Creativity Club. So for those that don't know what Creativity Club is, it is a monthly subscription. Hello, Dora. It is a monthly subscription. It is $45 a month, and it is where I send you the product. You will receive between $20 and $25 in free product, along with supplies to make 4 to 5 different designs, and you get 2 of each. So you get all the supplies to make whatever projects I have in it. So for the month of April, we are using the birthday celebration stamp set. But then in your goodies, you will be getting a pack of these gorgeous embellishments. These are called iridescent foil gems, and it's got like speckled gold in them. Hopefully you can see that. Hey, Nancy, I missed you tonight. I'm supposed to have my card class tonight, but my ladies got sick, and then some are not available for tonight. So we had to postpone our in-person class. So I missed it tonight, Nancy. All right, so the other thing that you will be getting is a full pack of the Wildflower Birthday 12 by 12 designer paper. And I've done several cards in the past couple of weeks with this, but it is full sheets of designer paper. And they are double-sided, so I'm going to show you this side. And you get 2 of each sheets. Now we're going to flip it, and you're going to be able to see this side. Now, this is the pack of paper that you will get if you sign up for Creativity Club. And it is, you're fine, Nancy. I understand. We can't help when we get sick. So you're fine. But Creativity Club, you will get this whole pack of paper. So you will be able to make your designs with the projects that I will be sending out. But the neat thing about this is, not only do you get the 12 by 12 paper, you also get these 2 packs here. And these are like tags that you can cut out. And then you get this pack here. And there's 2 of these. And they're ephemera packs, excuse me. And you pop these out. So it's already stamped for you. It's wonderful layouts. Great for the projects. So you will get a whole pack of this. Let me stick this back in here real quick so I don't mix it up in my stuff. Okay. And then you're going to get a spool of the Night of Navy and Gold ribbon. So you will get the embellishments, the ribbon, and the whole pack of paper. Plus, this one has 5 projects in it, and you will make 2 of each of the projects. And that is, the deadline for that is tomorrow. So if you're interested in signing up for club, please make sure you click the link in this video so you can get in on that. Also, it is cancel free at any time. So if you want to sign up for 1 month just to see what it's like, please do so. And then you can turn around and cancel it. Hello, Karen. All right. So that is Creativity Club. The other thing, let's see, I wanted to share with you is make sure you are on my email list, because not only will I be sending out the email tomorrow about the changes that is happening within our business with Stamping Up, I will also be sending out some new information. Remember, we have our annual catalog and our mini catalog, and these items will be going out at the end of April. So if there's anything in the mini catalog that you have on your wish list, now is the time to get it, because come April, let's see, I want to make sure I tell you the right date. Oh, excuse me. They're letting this go through May 5th. So as of May 5th, this catalog will no longer be available and these items will be gone. Same thing with our annual catalog. May 5th, this catalog is gone. So any items in it that you want, now is your time. Also, they have updated our last chance list that's on our website. There are a lot of retiring product from both of these catalogs, and a lot of it's on discount. So go out there and check out those discounts. Now, last thing I wanted to throw a little bug out there is right here. This is our new annual catalog, and this goes live on May the 6th. And I will be sending out an email tomorrow to get ready to start sending out catalogs. So make sure you're in the emails so you can get a catalog if you're interested in it. If you have ordered from me within the last 6 months, you will get a catalog, but I would appreciate it if you would still fill out the survey so I can check your name off, just so I don't miss anybody. But if you have not ordered from me and you want a catalog, please reach out to me and I will let you know how you get a catalog. If you're not working with another demonstrator, I would love to talk with you and share the information with you on how to get a catalog. All right, but this email is going out tomorrow, along with, you're going to get 2 emails because I'm doing it in 2 different things, because the one with the system changing, that needs to be just an email in itself, and then my catalog will be an email by itself as well. All right, so that is all my goodies that I need to share for tomorrow. Now, I know y'all are ready to start crafting, so let's dive in. Hold on 1 second. My birthday embellishments flew off my table. I didn't want to roll over them. So let's share the projects that we're doing tonight. So the project that I'm doing tonight, this stamp set and the dies are on the last chance list. So this stamp set is going away. And I don't know about you, but I love roses. And mine in the yard is actually starting to bloom, so I am excited about that. So I wanted to use this as it is a last chance item. It is still available, but I wanted to get one more use out of it before it was discontinued. But we're using the Stippled roses, and then it comes with all of these gorgeous dies. They cut out the big leaf here, the big rose. It cuts out the excuse me, it cuts out the small rose, and then you have some flowers that you could cut out here, and then same thing there, and then you got 2 different kinds of leaves there on top of this one. So this is the Stippled roses, and it is on the last chance list. So if you're interested in it, this is also the product of the week. I put on my social media post today. So if you're interested in it, you can just go to my post in Facebook and click that link and it'll take you directly to this. All right. So here are our 2 projects that we're doing tonight. So here is project number 1. And here is project number 2. We're going to do a technique with this card. So I think we're going to start with that one first because I really enjoyed this one. All right, so those are the 2 cards that we're going to do tonight. Remember, this is a free with purchase class, so if you may place a minimum of a $35 order between now and Saturday, you will get the supplies to make these projects that we're doing tonight. All right, so free with purchase, place a minimum of a $35 order, and you will receive the supplies to make these cards that we're doing tonight. All right, so I had to turn and get my tape runner here. All right, so what I am doing is I have a piece of the basic white, thick basic white cardstock. It is cut at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then, let me get my paper so I have my measurements for you. Okay. And now the peach pie background here. This is 5 1/4 by 4. And I did that times 2. And then I have a piece of basic white that is 5 3 3/4. The color ink that I'm using is the Balmy Blue, Peach, and Petal Pink. And then on the inside, I did the Peach Pie cardstock, which is 5 1/4 by 4. And then I use basic white at 5 3 3/4. So that is the inside, and this is the outside. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we are going to get started with our project. I have got all of our pieces already cut out, and that way we would be able to go a little quicker here. Now, the technique that we're going to do is called a tear wash is what we're going to do. So I've got my pieces here, but I wanted to share with you what I did. So let me get a piece of basic white here. Get a piece of scrap here. I'm going to use what I've already torn, so it's the same length. But basically what I did is I took a piece of our basic white cardstock, and I took our trimmer, and I'm going to just go ahead and we're going to just, since I'm not actually using it, I am not worried if it's not cut even. So I just went ahead and I made sure that I cut it at the same measurement on each side, so the both strips would match. But then what I did is I took this and I tore it. And you can weave it, you can leave it blank, however you wanted to tear it is what you're going to do. Then what I did is if you have washi tape, it works better with that, but I didn't. So I am going to just use a sticky note. And let me I got to put my scrap paper under here before I go any further. All right, now, because we're going to be doing some blending, so I don't want it on my desktop. So we are going to take our paper here, and I kind of lined it up. Now, if you need measurements, then you can get your ruler, but I just left a little edge on the side there. and my sticky note is gonna hold it in place. But if you had tearing tape, like I said, tearing tape works great. So we're gonna just mark it off, and we're gonna line it up just like this, and my note, sticky note, and my fingers is gonna hold it in place. All right, so then what I'm gonna do is I've got my Balmy Blue, my Peach Pie, and my Petal Pink. So we're gonna start out with the Peach Pie. I'm going ahead and open up my ink pads, and hopefully I do not get ink in all my stuff without paying attention. All right, so now I have my my brushes, and I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna rub it in. Let me get in the camera, hold on. Let me slide this down just a little bit so we can get in the camera. So I'm gonna take my blending brush and I'm gonna rub it in the ink. And I'm gonna start to the side so it's not as dark on my card as it would be. So we're gonna just kind of rub it around. And you go as far down as you want. You make it as dark as you want. However you want it. Okay. And then I'm going to take my other brush and do the Petal Pink. And I'm going to do the same process. And we're going to rub this. And Petal Pink's always one of the lighter colors, so I am, oh my goodness, look at that. I sure hope my, all right, we're going to take our Balmy Blue and see if we can cover up my boo-boo. If not, we're going to just have, yeah, we're going to just have a stray spot down there. Oh, well, guys. We'll see what it looks like. I may have to do it over. All right. Let's see what this is going to look like since I'm boo-booed. There we go. All right. We're going to stamp our rose in there. And then if I don't like it, I'm going to redo that real quick. So now I have my big rose already mounted on my acrylic block. Since this is a larger stamp, I like to take my black momentum and take it and put over the top. This will secure that you get the stamp covered very well, and it keeps you from dropping it and getting ink somewhere that it shouldn't be as well. So we're going to take it then, and we are going to see how we're going to turn this. And then all we're going to do now is take our color here, and we're going to take our rose, and we're going to cross it across the colors. And then we're going to press it down. And because of the color, that makes the color of the center of your rose there. All right. Now, what I need to do is my sentiment is best birthday wishes. And we will take that then and put it in the black momentum. And that is going to go straight at the top. All right. So I think I want to do this over because I do not like that down there. I would not actually send this card out, so I may as well go ahead and fix it. So give me 1 second, guys. I am so sorry about this, but I would not send this card out, so I don't want to assemble it knowing I'm not going to send it out. All right, so 3 3/4. All right, so let's start that process over again and see if I can do this now without getting it in on the wrong side of my card. All right, start over. We're going to start at the bottom. Let's see if this will work this time. Oh, quit. And if you've never used our brushes, it takes some practice without getting the dark spots in it. But just keep working it and playing with it until you finally get it. It actually does work. That's why I always start on the side with the piece of scrap paper, because I don't like the blobs of darkness. But it's a way you can work it. All right, and then we're going to do our peach pie. And remember to join my email if you're not already on the email, because I will be sending out the details with our new ordering process, because that goes in effect tomorrow. And if you place an order between now and Saturday using the link in this video, I will send you the supplies to do these two projects that we're doing tonight. So don't forget that. All right, so there it is. Much, much better. All right, so now let's take our black again on our rose and let's re-ink this. Okay. And then we're going to line it up. All right. Perfect. Much, much better. Good Stampin' image there. Now I need my sentiment. All right, so now this is ready to go on. We're gonna take our piece here, and on the inside, let's see, what did I do with it? Oh, here it is. On the inside then, I took and I stamped the rose, the smaller rose, in the black momentum. And I actually stamped off just a little bit, so it's not the full rose on there. Okay. And then I took the peach pie and I colored just a little bit there to kind of blend it. So And then I did not put a sentiment on it. I left that blank. So we are done with this and we are ready to assemble. We are ready to assemble our cards. So there's that. Here is our, well, where's our card base? So we're going to take our card base here and we're going to fold it. And also remember, I will be back live on Wednesday morning at 6:15 with coffee and a card. I've got my project for that. I'm excited for that project. Let's see. I'm looking, oh, there it is. I'm just looking for my bone folder. So if you're not up at 6:15 in the morning, you can catch the replay, but make sure you do because you're not going to want to miss Wednesday's coffee and a card. I've got a great project. And then I'm going to be getting ready to announce my May schedule as we are really winding down April's schedule. April is just almost gone. Does anybody have Easter plans? I'm supposed to go Facebook Live on Easter. I don't know if I will or if I will have something pre-recorded. I'm trying to decide what my family is doing because unfortunately I don't have my grandchildren this year. They have to go to their dads. And so I'm sad about that. But we'll see. But I will definitely have something, whether it's a pre-recording or if I'm live. So we're going to put that one there. Then I'm going to use the small and put here. And then we're going to do another small and we're going to put it right there. And the embellishments that I am using is called the Rainbow Adhesive Back Dots. Okay. But do know I will have something going on Sunday. I just don't know if I'll be alive. It depends on if my kids come home for dinner. Because they've all got other arrangements at the moment. All right. So here is card number 1. And while I have this, I want to go ahead and I'm going to stamp the back that says handmade for you. And then I need to put my Stampin' Up! Seal on the back. All right. Then we need to decorate our envelope. So what I did for that was I took the little mini rose and I sealed it. So whenever you close the the envelope, you're going to have your stamp to seal it off, kind of like those gold seals that Hallmark used to give you. This is even specialer because it is handmade. And then, of course, I did the brush, and I just kind of swirled it there in the center there. So that is card number 1. And let me close this up because it seems to be getting everywhere. So that's card 1. So let's do this. Move these out of the way. So I hope you like that technique of taping it off and using the blend brushes. When I played with it earlier, later last week when I was messing with it. I really, really like doing that. So hopefully you enjoy that as well. All right, so our next card is, let me clean my stuff off real quick so we don't get all the yucky everywhere on other stamp sets. All right. Now, move this out of the way. The other card that we're going to do is right there. I'm going to move the paper out of the way now because I don't actually need it. All right. So this card is using the Mellow Mambo Basic Black, Basic White, and Granny Apple Green, and then our black and checked. It is called Black and Very Vanilla Ribbon. And then I've got a piece of the wood grain that comes out of the Country Woods pack of paper on the background there, and that is Pool Party. The basic white is embossed, and that is using the embossing folder, Distress Tile 3D emboss folder. All right, so there it is. And then for the sentiment, I did heat emboss on it. And then on the inside, I layered it on 2 pieces of the basic white cardstock and then stamped the roses on the inside. All right, so let's get started with this. And I've got my stuff cut, so hopefully I have everything we need, hopefully. You know how that goes. All right, so there's our envelope. Here's our DS designer paper. I'm just getting all the pieces that we need together. All right. So we're going to start with the inside. And I need to tell you the measurements, don't I? Let's see if I can do that real quick. I got them right here, I believe. Nope. Here we go. I got them, guys. Bear with me. All right, so card number 2. The card base is going to be 5.5. Scored 5.5 by 8.5. No, excuse me. Excuse me. That's not the right card. Hold on. I got my pages flipped. All right. So, start over. The second card is 11 by 4 1/4. So 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5.5. Then we have the basic black cardstock that is 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. Our piece of basic white is 4 5/8 by 3 3/8. Our country wood piece is 4 1/4 by 2. All right. And then we have a little strip of basic black that is 3/8 by 3. And then you're going to have scrap Granny Apple Green so you can cut your leaves. And I've already got 2 of those pre-cut. And then you're going to need a piece of scrap for your roses that go on the top. So you're going to need a piece of scrap basic white for that. And then for the inside of the card, you have a basic white that is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And then you got another piece that is 5 by 3 3/4. And then these two are going to stack on top of each other to kind of offset it. All right. So those are the measurements. Now let's get started with making our project. We're going to start with the inside. So what I did on the inside is I took the roses and I stamped the smaller rose in the black momentum ink. All right. I got it inked up, and then we're going to kind of just set it down in the bottom of our card base. All right. Now for this one, I'm going to stick this bad piece under here because it does, you don't have to have the whole piece of it on here. So we're going to stamp kind of off a little bit, and you're going to just get a piece of that one. All right. Now what I'm going to do is take my Stampin' Blends. I have the light Mellow Mumbo and the dark. And then I have the light and the dark of the Granny Apple Green. Now, if you've never colored with our blends, they are so smooth. And they just really glide. So let's color these real quick. And because this is small, I did not color them in advance. So I wanted you to kind of see the process. I did a book of the work. But, all right. So then let's go ahead and do, and I'm using the light Mellow Mumbo at the moment. And then I'll show you when we go back in with the dark what it does. All right. I guess I should have used the brushes. All right. So that is the light. Now I'm going to hold it up so you can see the color. Now, when I take the dark, you'll see the difference here. I'm going to do it here. And you don't have to do it all over. So I just kind of tap in certain areas. I don't give it the darkness all the way. So we're going to color the center here. And we're going to give it some shadow there. Okay. And there is what it does with the dark in there. Now, let's see. Another thing. I don't have mine on me. Another thing that would be really, really pretty in here is Winka Stella. And I don't know where mine is. But coloring that with Winka Stella would be amazing. So I'll have to see if I can find it. So I'm going to take my light Granny Apple Green now and get the leaves done. All right, so now what I'll do is take the dark and just run it through the center to give it that shadow look. and pop the details of it. All right, so there, you can see the detail there. All right, so now this is ready to be put down on our card base here. I'm going to go ahead and take this down, and we're going to put it onto our layer. And I'm going to get it. You're going to just barely have an outline on it. And then this is going to go on the inside. Oop, come on. All right. And then we're going to put that directly on the inside there. All right, I hope you're enjoying the projects. Remember, this is a free with purchase class, so you place a minimum of a $35 order using the link in this video, and I will send you the supplies to make these projects that we're working on tonight. So also join my email. As we have some upcoming exciting things happening tomorrow, and I will be sending out emails giving you step-by-step instructions of what needs to happen, because starting tomorrow there will no longer be host codes. So anytime you order from me, you will not have a host code. You will just place your orders and benefit by receiving, for every $20 that you spend starting tomorrow, for every $20 you spend, you will get a voucher, a 10% voucher that you can save and build them up and then cash them in on a order. So, to get credits when you go to place orders. I'm excited for you guys because it's going to be great for you guys. I'm so excited that Stampin' Up! Is giving back to the customers going forward. Starting tomorrow, you will get coupons. It's going to be great. So you're going to want to be on my email list so you can get all the information, because you don't want to miss it. All right. Now, I wanted to show you real quick. Where's my scrap bag? So I wanted to share with you the stamp here. Let's see if I can get a piece that will work. All right, let me get a regular size page. I was trying not to cut another whole piece of cardstock here. All right, perfect, right here. So now what I'm going to do is I need 2 roses to go on the front. So we're going to stamp here and then stamp here. All right. And basically what I did is I took my blends. This is the light. And I went around and I colored it. See how quick that was? Our Stampin' blends have a brush on one end and then a point on the other for finer colors. But what I did is that, and then I took my dark and I just kind of went and gave it that shadow look. And you can do it however you want. If you wanted to outline the whole thing, it would be totally your call. All right. And then we took our light Granny Apple, and then we colored the branches. All right. Now, the dies come in. I was going to show you that. You're going to take your die, and your die then will line up with it here. And then you just run it through your emboss and cut machine, and you can cut that out. And when you cut it out, you get 2 roses. So I've already cut them out, but I do have to color them. I thought I'd done colored them. I apologize for that, or I wouldn't have colored the other one, because you see me. Sorry about that. You've seen me color the sample. Y'all need to see me do this too. I apologize. All right. Thank goodness it's not a big one, and it's not taking forever to run the brushes across here. Okay. Now, let's get our dark in here. All right, there we go. We gotta do our green. All right, and then we're gonna color this one real quick. All right, perfect. Now, we're ready to assemble. So we're gonna take and put our adhesive on the back of this rose, and it is going to go right down in the bottom of our corner here. Now on this one, I want to take our mini glue dots, and not glue dots, our mini dimensionals, and I'm going to put 2 on here, and I'm going to pop it up. And then it is going to kind of offset right there. Okay. Now for our leaves, I am actually going to take a glue dot. Get a glue dot here, hopefully. And we're going to put on the back here. All right. I'm going to take part of it off so it doesn't stick out too high. But I'm going to take a glue dot, and I'm putting it on the back of the leaf. And we're going to tuck it right under the rose there. All right. Same thing with the other one. We're going to just kind of take it and tuck it in the back. I'm going to take the bottom piece of it off so it's not sticking out too far. And because this is so tiny and thin, you got to be real careful that you don't tear it. And then we're going to take this one then, and we're going to stick it back in there. Okay? Now, we're done with our ink pad, so let's close this up. Hello, Debbie. Let's close that ink pad up so we do not get it in there. We're ready to emboss. So, let's get our heat emboss going real quick. Guys, we're almost finished. I know it's getting late, but we're almost done. This is our last little step. I'm going to take the buddy and run it across here to get all the static out of the cardstock. I am going to do the best birthday wishes, but I don't want the best on there. So I am going to take this, and on here, this is our Versamark. You can take your stamp and line it up and use the edge of your Versamark as your guide as to how far to put your stamp on it. So right there is my birthday and the wishes. And this way, when I go to stamp, I do not get best in it at all. Or I'm hoping I don't, okay? And then we're going to take it and we're going to center it onto our little tab here. Okay, and I did get best in there. So what I'm going to do is, since I got best in there, I'm going to just take my finger and I'm going to rub that off because I don't want that on. I don't want that on my embossing. So I'm going to take my embossing powder now. And I've got the Wow Bright White embossing powder. And we're going to sprinkle it on here. And I do it twice to get it, make sure I really, really have it. And then I have a pair of tweezers. That I'm going to put on here. And we're going to tap off the extra. Alright, and it's got some on the top here, so I'm going to just take my finger and hopefully rub it off. There is a brush that goes with this, but I don't have it in my tray, so it must be at my other workstation. So hopefully I can get this with my finger. Normally, I cut my pieces a lot bigger and I stamp and emboss and then cut it down to the size that I wanted. But I thought it would be smart to make sure it was the right size. All right, I'm going to cut my hairdryer on, so give me 1 second. As this is embossing, you will be able to see it changing colors. There it goes. See, the birthday there is changing. Yeah, there we go. And then once it's totally ready, you can see where it's changed. And then that is ready. Now, because it's a little long on that side and I don't like that, I'm going to snip off a piece right there. And then this is going to go right there. And we're going to go ahead and we are going to put the lid on this powder so I do not drop it everywhere. Put the lid on the Versamark real quick. And where's my dimensionals? We're going to put the mini dimensionals, and I'm going to do 3. That way it doesn't sag in the center. All right. All right, there we go. We're going to put that right there. And last, we're going to take... Oh, thank you, Debbie. We're going to take the black and very vanilla ribbon, and we're going to tie a small bow, hopefully. You know, my bows are hit and miss. Sometimes I can do it, and sometimes I cannot. So let's see if today's the day I can. Come on. There we go. Perfect. All right, and then once you get your bow made, you just play with it till you get it to the size that you want it to be. All right, now, and then we're going to cut a little tail, and that side's already cut. We're going to take our glue dots, and I normally put about 3 to 4 glue dots on my bows. So we're going to take this then, and we're going to put a bow right down at the bottom. So there is card number 2. I need to do the envelope. So what I did for this envelope was I took the rose and I put in the far corner of the envelope. So that is what we're going to do for this envelope. Now, when you go to do this, because our blends do bleed through, you're going to want to make sure that you stick a piece of paper in between your envelope so it does not bleed through, okay? So I'm going to stick that in my envelope, and then I'm going to take my Versamark and my rose, and we're going to stamp in the bottom corner again. And then, of course, we're going to run our blends over. All right, and then we're going to take our dark and do the same process. And if you had Wink of Stella, that would be so pretty on these roses. I will try to find mine, and I'll do a post of it so you can see the difference. All right, so remember, free with purchase class, minimum of $35 order. Use the link in this video. Place the order between now and Saturday, and I will send you the supplies to make both of these projects. And then join my email, as Stamping Up is changing the ordering process. And I will be sending out the instructions on how you can start receiving your rewards starting tomorrow for every order that you place over $20. Okay, guys? And then you take this out, then it did not bleed through your card envelope. Thank you, Dora. All right, so there is card number 2. I hope you enjoyed these projects. There is card number 1, card number 2. Here are both of our envelopes, because you never send out a naked envelope. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this tonight. I thoroughly enjoyed being here with you doing our crafting time. I will be back live on Wednesday at 6:15 a.m. with coffee and a card, and I will talk to you then. If I can answer any questions between now and then, let me know. Have a wonderful evening.